Year 2, it is Tuesday the 2nd of February and it's time for Phonics with Mrs. Wood. So we're going to start today with flashcards as our warm-up. We're going to look at phase 3 again like we did yesterday, and then any sounds that you found tricky yesterday, hopefully today you can remember them and recognise them. Okay, so are we ready? So we're going to go just for the 1 minute challenge to see how many phase 3 graphemes we can recognise. So we're going to go for phase 3, so sounds that we've already learned in school before, and we're going to go for the 1 minute challenge. And then shout it out to your grown up. If you're really loud, I might be able to hear you from school. Okay, let's go. So, hung, oh, cha, your, w, j, oo, e, z, I, R, ow, A, y, E, qu, o, sh, oi, th, ng, o, ch, your, w, okay. So did you manage to get all of those 33 cards correct? Again, like I said yesterday, any that you're finding tricky, write down a piece of paper, and then maybe grown-ups, you can stick them on the fridge or around the house and keep checking and testing to see if you can get them correct. Okay, so let's move on then to today's learning. Can you remember the sound that we looked at yesterday? It was quite a tricky sound that we looked at yesterday. So let's just have, before we start our new learning, so let's have a little recap to see if we remember yesterday's sound. It was quite a tricky one, and it was O for haunted. So it was the letter A and U, so the O grapheme, and it was making the O sound. And we said that we already know the phase 3 way of writing O, and we already know that an O and an R can also make the O sound. So today, I've got another way of writing O. And today, my grapheme is made of an A and a W. And remember this as O for saw. So you might have a saw at home, and your grown-ups, you might use your saw for sawing things in half. And remember, this is O for saw. We can also say O for saw if we saw something. So we now know 2 ways already to write the sound O. And today we've got our third one, A-W-O. So let's have a go at reading the words together. So using your reading finger. Okay, so we're going to read them, and then you could have a go at writing them on your whiteboard. So we've got O, saw, saw. So this is about when you saw something, or I saw snow outside. Saw. O, paw. My dog has hurt his paw. Next one. Jaw. Point to your jaw. Your jaw. Okay. If you've got a baby sibling in your house, this is what they may do. Crawl. Crawl. Next one. Shawl. What is a shawl? A shawl is like a scarf that we put around our shoulders. You might see some older ladies sometimes wearing a shawl. So today we've got AW for O. So have a go at writing all of those words on your whiteboard. Remember, we can pause the video. Okay. So today, as we looked at O yesterday, but a different grapheme. So yesterday we had AU. and today we've got a W. Mrs. Wood has got some different or words that I'm going to read out to you. You've got to try and remember if they are written with the AU grapheme or the AW grapheme, our new or for today. So, are we ready? So on my little list here, I have made a list of words that contain the or sound. But which or is it? Is it AU or AW? So try and remember from yesterday. You might recognise some of the words from yesterday. So you can split your whiteboard in two, like Mrs. Wood has split her board in two, and pause it at any time so that you can catch up. Okay, the first one is a name. My friend Paul. Now remember, it's a name. What does it need to start with? Really important. Paul. Or Paul. Paul. Which side is Paul? Okay, hopefully you remembered. Paul is our or for haunted. Okay. Or Paul. My friend Paul. Okay. The next one is Paul. My dog has hurt his paw. Is that AW or AU? Paul. So write down where you think it goes. Okay. Now this one doesn't need a capital letter unless it's at the start of a sentence. Or Paul. So we've got Paul and Paul. Oh, I've hurt my jaw. Where would jaw belong? Jaw. I chew with my jaw. AW. So we've got paw and jaw and paw. Now, these two rhyme, so that may give you a clue of where it would go. Okay. Haunt. Haunt. The ghost wanted to haunt the castle. Haunt, the big clue there that I gave you. So where would haunt go? Would go over here. H-A-U. Haunt. Crawl. The baby learned to crawl. Crawl. Where would that go? Crawl. 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 Okay, next one. Launch. Launch the rocket. Launch. Write it on your whiteboard where you think it would go. Launch. Or launch. So we're neck and neck at the moment. We're even Stevens. We've got 3 AU or and we've got 3 AW. So 2 different graphemes but making the same sound. So written in a different way but still making that or sound. Okay. Shawl. Shawl. The old lady wore a shawl. Shawl. Write down where you think it goes. Shawl. Okay, over here, AW. Our phase 3. Or shawl. Next one. Saw. Saw. how we remember today's sound. Saw. Where would that belong? Put it up here. I'm also really impressed with children that are also remembering their cursive writing, even in your phonics. So remembering that all of our letters start at the bottom and forming them in the cursive style that we learn when we are at school. So awful. So my last one is a tricky one. August. Now again, this is a proper noun because it is the name of a month. So is that a U or a W? August belongs over here. And the O sound here starts our word, so it's a capital, remembering because it is the name of a month, or it's spelled like August. August. Okay. So once you have completed those, read them through with your grown-up. Are they all in the correct place? Did you manage to get them in the right place? So which grapheme were they? Okay. So as always, we've learned today's sound. So this is our new learning. We've practiced, and now we're going to apply that in a sentence. So pause the video, and with your grown-up, I would like you to read this sentence. How did you get on? Let's read it together. Can a paw also be a claw? Can a paw also be a claw? It's asking you a question there. What do you think? Have a chat with your grown-up. Can a paw also be a claw? Okay, next one. So pause the video, read with your grown-up. Got some tricky words here. Do you stretch your jaw when you yawn? Do you stretch your jaw when you yawn? We've also got the tricky words you and when in there. Do you stretch your jaw when you yawn? Okay, so today's sound was or, and we looked at both ways of writing the or sound. So same sound, but different graphemes. So see how many different AW and AU sounds you can make. Okay, year 2, Superphonics, well done. See you tomorrow for Tricky Word Wednesday.